ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Dennis Kohlruss from Germany. I want to introduce you the world's strongest fan. So if you want to see very high quality strongman content, follow him and enjoy.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we kick off with Rhiannon Lovelace, lapping that heavy stone, weighing 151 kilos or 333 pounds. Look at that extension up to the platform. Next up we've got another athlete. Here is Shane Flowers with a stone to shoulder, 180 kilos or 396 pounds. He puts his arm away for a good lift. We now move into the bench press, and first up it's John Haack, 232.5 kilos or 512 pounds. Following on from him it's Ken Cooper, 240 kilos or 529 pounds on the bar for him. Up next it's Daniel Ryjov, a really great presser, 247 kilos or 545 pounds. But up next and taking today's king of the bench press, it's Ivan Makarov, 250 kilos or 551 pounds. We now move into some overhead pressing, and first up it's Nicole Jenrich. The weight of that block, 85 kilos or 187 pounds. Following on from her, we've got another lifter. Here is Mark Sanchez with a heavy loaded dumbbell. This is 91 kilos or 200 pounds. He gets it up to his shoulder, and there goes the press. Following on from him, we've got Kelly Howell with the new Arizona state record, 100 kilos or 220 pounds, an awesome lift from him. Next up it's Marcus Crowder, a really strong overhead presser, today going for 2 reps. The weight of his loaded dumbbell, 102 kilos or 225 pounds, and he makes light work of that. Here's a lift from Joe Oliver, pressing 183 kilos or 403 pounds overhead for 2 reps. Following on from him, we join Inez Carrasquillo with her new personal record on the axle, 154 kilos or 340 pounds. Someone else also training axle today was Rob Kearney. There goes 197 kilos or 435 pounds, using his technique to get the lift. We now move into the log press, and first up it's Ragnhildur Jónasdóttir with the new Icelandic record, 105 kilos or 231 pounds done in competition. Congratulations to her. Next up we join Morgan Irons, competing in static monsters. There goes 109 kilos or 240 pounds. Up next we join Dean Maiden, also training log today. The weight of his, 160 kilos or 352 pounds. Next up we join Tim Buck. The weight of his log, 172 kilos or 380 pounds. He gets it up to his chest, and there's the press. Next up we join Zach Hill, competing at the World Log Lift Championships, taking the win for the juniors with 175 kilos or 385 pounds. Following on from him, it's Daniel McElroy, also pressing 175 kilos or 385 pounds. Here's a lift from Avtandil Karmazanashvili with 190 kilos or 418 pounds. A really great press, leaning back and getting his head through. But up next and taking the win at this year's SBD World Log Lift Championships, and also breaking the Irish record in the process, it's Sean Gillen. The weight, 200.4 kilos or 441.8 pounds, and he rounds out the first half of today's video. We're back again, and we kick off with a moving event. First up it's Spencer Remick with the Farmer's Walk, 190 kilos or 418 pounds in each hand. We now move into some squatting, and here is powerlifter Russell Orhe with 333 kilos or 735 pounds. Following on from him, it's powerlifter Phillip Herndon, 354 kilos or 781 pounds on the bar. Next up we join Kyle Gibson. This is 5 kilos over the current Scottish record. The weight, 405 kilos or 893 pounds. Next up, we join Zahir Kudyrov. Awesome to see him coming back and looking strong. The weight today, 420 kilos or 926 pounds for 2 reps. Next up, it's Jesus Olivares with his new 2-rep personal record. The weight, 442 kilos or 974 pounds. He's looking monstrous. We now move into the deadlift section, and first up it's Morgan Irons competing at Static Monsters, pulling 295 kilos or 650 pounds on an axle from a height of 18 inches. Here's a lift from powerlifter Jamal Browner, doing a paused rep. The weight, 370 kilos or 815 pounds. Following on from him and also pulling that weight, it's strongman Marcus Crowder. Next up again, 370 kilos or 815 pounds, the athlete Ash Broughton. Next up we've got another lifter. This time it's Eamon Harford, going for 375 kilos or 826 pounds, making it look easy. Next up he's back again. Here is Ken Cooper, this time in the deadlift, also pulling that weight. And you know what they say, good things come in threes. Here is powerlifter John Haack with 375 kilos or 826 pounds. We now move on to a different weight. Here is 385 kilos or 848 pounds on an axle from a height of 18 inches. The athlete, the Indian Hulk Vikram Phogat. Next up it's the Norfolk Ox Dan Hind with a silver dollar deadlift. The weight, 400 kilos or 882 pounds. Here's a lift from Valery Gazaev, this time in competition, 400 kilos or 882 pounds on an axle from a height of 18 inches. Following on from him, it's strongman Chris Vanderlind, also pulling that weight, this time on a standard bar from the floor. Following on from him, we've got another lifter. Here is Dean Maiden with his new axle personal best. In competition, 410 kilos or 904 pounds. But up next and taking today's king of the deadlift, it's Jesus Olivares, 411 kilos or 906 pounds. Now next up I've got some competition news. Congratulations goes to the winner of this year's Italy Strongest Man, Nicholas Camby. Next up I've got the podium for the Rogue Invitational. First place went to Mitchell Hooper, second place Tom Stoltman, and in third place, awesome to see him back and doing well, Mateusz Kieliszkowski. Now seeing us out today, it's Rob Kearney, pulling on an axle in a sumo stance. The weight, 347 kilos or 765 pounds. Anyway guys, that's it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you again as always on the next one.
Come on, you got this. Yeah, good.